No more retiring at 67. That single sentence has rattled Australians across the country. If you've seen the headlines, heard the rumors, or felt that quiet knot of worry in your stomach, you're not alone. Thousands of Australians approaching retirement are asking the same question right now. Has the government really changed the age pension rules? Is the retirement age going up again? And most importantly, what does this mean for me, my income, and my future? Today, we're going to clear the confusion, expose the truth behind the claims, and explain exactly what the government has revealed about the age pension in 2026. No fear-mongering, no political spin, just clear factual guidance you can actually use. Welcome to Centrelink Compass AU, where we help Australians navigate Centrelink pensions and retirement with confidence. Over the past year, talk of retirement has shifted dramatically. For decades, Australians believed there was a finish line. You worked hard, reached 67, and retirement began. But now that certainty feels shaky. People are hearing phrases like workforce participation, sustainability of pensions, budget pressure, and longer working lives. And when those phrases hit social media, they quickly turn into alarming claims that retirement at 67 is over. So let's start with the most important fact right away. As of 2026, the official age pension qualifying age in Australia remains 67. There is no law raising it beyond that, no secret legislation, no sudden jump to 70. That part of the system has not changed, but here's where things get complicated. While the age itself hasn't moved, the path to actually retiring at 67 has become narrower, steeper, and more demanding. And that's why so many Australians feel like the rules have changed, even if the number hasn't. Retirement age and age pension age are not the same thing, and they never truly were. You can retire at any age if you have the financial means. The age pension is simply a safety net for those who meet strict eligibility criteria. What has changed in recent years is how tightly that safety net is woven. The government's focus is no longer on providing retirement income as a default. Instead, the system now assumes that most Australians will support themselves longer, primarily through superannuation and continued employment, before turning to the age pension. Life expectancy is a major driver behind this shift. Australians are living longer than any generation before them. While this is good news, it also means the government is paying the age pension for much longer periods. In response, rather than openly lifting the pension age again, policymakers are reshaping the system in quieter ways. They are adjusting eligibility thresholds, strengthening compliance checks, and encouraging delayed retirement without explicitly mandating it. One of the biggest pressure points in 2026 is the means test. Many Australians underestimate how powerful this test really is. Passing the age pension age does not guarantee payment. Your income and assets are assessed in detail, and even modest changes can significantly reduce your entitlement. Property values, super balances, savings accounts, income streams, and even gifts made in previous years can all affect the outcome. For homeowners, particularly in capital cities, rising property values have created an unexpected problem. While the family home is exempt, everything else is not. Downsizing decisions, investment properties, or selling assets close to retirement can push people over the threshold faster than they expect. Many Australians reach 67 believing they qualify, only to discover they receive a part pension or nothing at all. Superannuation plays an even bigger role in 2026. The system increasingly assumes that super is your primary retirement income, not the age pension. While you are not legally required to exhaust your super before claiming the pension, Centrelink assessments are designed around the expectation that super funds will be drawn down to support your living costs. Larger super balances can sharply reduce pension payments, even if your actual income feels modest. This is where the idea of no more retiring at 67 really takes root. People reach the qualifying age but find they cannot afford to stop working, not because they want luxury, but because everyday living costs, energy bills, insurance, healthcare, and housing pressures keep rising. The age pension alone is no longer enough for many. and access to it is more restricted than it once was. Another significant shift happening in 2026 is the government's push to keep older Australians in the workforce. While there is no law forcing you to work beyond 67, incentives, policies, and public messaging all point in that direction. Mature age employment programs, flexible work arrangements, and tax offsets encourage continued participation. From the government's perspective, every extra year someone works is a year the pension does not need to be paid in full. This creates a subtle but powerful expectation. Retirement is no longer treated as a fixed event. It's now seen as a gradual transition, often involving part-time work well into the late 60s and even early 70s. For some, this is a positive choice. For others, it feels like necessity rather than freedom. There's also been a noticeable tightening in Centrelink compliance. Data matching has become more advanced than ever. Bank accounts, super withdrawals, investment income, and property ownership are cross-checked regularly. Honest mistakes can quickly turn into debts. Reporting errors, even small ones, are less likely to be overlooked. In 2026, understanding the rules is not optional. It is essential. Let's address one of the biggest myths directly. There is no hidden plan to abolish the age pension or push everyone to work until they drop. The age pension remains a core part of Australia's social safety net. However, it is increasingly positioned as a last resort rather than a default retirement income. That distinction matters. For Australians under 55, this is a clear warning sign. Relying solely on the age pension for retirement is becoming riskier with each passing year. Superannuation, personal savings, and informed planning are no longer optional extras. They are the foundation of future security. For those aged 55 to 65, the decisions you make now will shape your retirement experience. How you structure your super, whether you downsize, how you manage assets, and when you stop working can all affect your pension eligibility. Small choices today can mean thousands of dollars difference over the years. If you are already 67 or approaching it, knowledge is your strongest asset. Many people miss out simply because they misunderstand how Centrelink assesses income or assets. Others apply late, assume they are ineligible when they are not, or fail to update their details correctly. The system is complex, but it is navigable with the right information. There's also the emotional side of this conversation, and it matters. Retirement has always represented dignity, rest, and reward after a lifetime of work. When that vision feels threatened, anxiety naturally follows. The government may talk in terms of budgets and sustainability, but individuals feel the impact personally. That's why separating facts from fear is so important. So what is the real truth behind the headline? No, the government has not officially ended retirement at 67. But yes, retiring at 67 is no longer guaranteed to be financially comfortable or fully supported by the age pension alone. The system now expects Australians to take more responsibility for funding their later years, whether through longer working lives, stronger super balances, or both. The smartest move right now is preparation, not panic. Understanding the rules, planning early, and staying informed gives you options. And options are what retirement should be about. That's exactly why Centrelink Compass AU exists. We break down complex Centrelink rules, age pension updates, and government changes in plain English so you can make confident decisions about your future. We don't spread fear, we spread clarity. If this video helped you understand what's really happening with the age pension in 2026, make sure you give it a like so it reaches more Australians who need accurate information right now. Subscribe to Centrelink Compass AU for trusted updates on age pension rules, Centrelink payments, and retirement planning strategies. And turn on notifications so you never miss a change that could affect your income or eligibility. In upcoming videos, we'll explain how much super is considered too much for the age pension, what assets Centrelink really looks at, and how to avoid common mistakes that cost retirees thousands of dollars. Until then, stay informed, stay calm, and remember this: retirement isn't disappearing, it's changing. And when you understand the system, you stay in control. Thanks for watching Centrelink Compass AU.